Welcome, everybody, and I'd like to let you know some great things about gratitude. One of the great things about it is that it is so simple, and you would be really surprised about how something so simple can have such a huge impact on your life. And there are many ways to practice gratitude. It's so easy that you can do it without taking time away from your routine. And as a matter of fact, speaking of routine, you should actually incorporate gratitude into your routine. And there are some ways that you can do that. First, I'll let you know some of the benefits, and then I'll tell you some practical steps that you can use to create more gratitude in your life. So, there have been many, many studies on the impact of gratitude, both physically and mentally. There's a study that I believe it was from Harvard that verified that the people who began regular gratitude practices were 25% more happy. So there's just a simple shortcut to happiness is to include gratitude in your life. And I also do this with my daughter, so I suggest that you teach it to your children, make them happier as well. So I'll get to what we do later. But so on top of happiness, it actually produces the chemicals in your body that will lower your blood pressure. So if you are having high blood pressure and you just need a minute to try to calm that down, I'm not suggesting that this would replace your medications, but in addition to that, it would help to incorporate gratitude practices. And so it affects your cortisol level. It affects your mental and physical. So blood pressure was only one example of the benefits of it for your physical body. But as far as your mental, they have discovered that the reduction of anxiety and depression directly related to participants who incorporated daily gratitude practices and participants that didn't change anything in their routine. So that's what there are some simple things that you can do. As I mentioned, I try to incorporate it into my normal routine, and the way I do that is I try to say with my daughter nightly, give me 3 things that you were grateful for from the day. The benefit to doing that is not just that you get the health benefits for that, but also that is kind of the last thing that you're thinking of before you go to bed is what you're grateful for. So that puts you in a better mind space before you go to sleep, and that's especially helpful if you're trying to help little ones go to sleep. And as well, I try to sandwich my day with it. So when I wake up in the morning, I try to think of things to be grateful for. Actually, I try to do it through the day. But this is just an easy way that would add only a minute or two, if that, to your routine as you're waking up. What am I grateful for? Maybe just waking up. Or as you're going to sleep, what went well during the day. Sometimes we tend to lay there trying to go to sleep, and we'll be dwelling on what didn't go well in the day. I think it's a much more productive use of your time to figure out what went well during the day. And as I mentioned, it can take your mind from a restless place where you're trying to rehash something that didn't go so great, rather than, hey, at least this was good about it. So as far as how another way to do it, you can have a gratitude journal. I don't know if you've heard of those, but basically just to journal 3 things a day that you're grateful for. And, if you're having a rough day, that's kind of nice to be able to look back, at some of the good things that happen. Maybe you start out with something simple that's kind of like you think to yourself that it's not that important or it's kind of trivial, but if it's a good thing that you're grateful for, that's not trivial. Also, the more gratitude you show, then the more you'll find to be grateful for. Your mind just starts looking for things. Oh, I'm kind of grateful for that. And you can even like highlight those in your gratitude journal so that if you are having an off day, you can quickly find the ones that were really good. Another thing you can do, and you can even do this with loved ones as well, is to make a gratitude jar. And so basically the idea is you just take a jar and make a little plaque for it that says gratitude. And then just as things happen, it don't have to be a specific number like 3 a day or whatever you would do with journaling, but just, hey, this was really great. I really want to put this in the gratitude jar. And just gives you a place to go if you need to rekindle some of those gratitude feelings. You can come back to that and may even spark your memory to some other things that happened that were also great. Kind of a snowball effect on that. So on the gratitude jar, you can even just go to the Dollar Tree and grab one of their little containers, and then go somewhere on the internet and find a pretty graphic that says gratitude, print it out, cut it out, glue it on there, voila, you got your gratitude jar. That way you can see it, as you're going through the day, and that will also trigger you, especially after you see it kind of growing in the number of slips of paper that are in there. After you have some of that built up, you'll realize, hey, I really have a lot to be grateful for. And so those are two ways that you can increase the gratitude that you show through the day, which then in turn, as I mentioned, will have positive mental and physical impact. So there are many studies that show other physical, and mental, mainly mental and benefits of doing that. So if you can make that a part of your normal routine, that would be ideal. And as far as starting something new in your routine, I always say that, you're going to fall off the wagon. You're going to start out and that's going to be great. You're going to do it for a few days. But then life gets in the way and then you may not do it. That's okay. To start again. And, I always encourage you to be happy that you've caught yourself. So don't kick yourself, oh, I didn't do it for 3 days. Say, hey, I caught myself. I'm back on track. Everything's great. So it's all a matter of perspective and how you look at it. And I really just wanted to come in and share those things with you. And in the links in the comments, you'll find links to my other talks and also my stall where there is more information. And I'm looking forward to my next one and tomorrow. And I wanted to appreciate each of you that came in here to watch me, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you.